Are you a fan of Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre? Then let me introduce you to the newest game in the genre, Sword of Convallaria. Sword of Convallaria is a tactical RPG with a grid-based battle system, where you'll get to enjoy beautiful pixel art as you manage your mercenary group, determine how they grow, what skills they'll use, and equipment that they'll benefit from as you overcome the wonderful and well-crafted story that is articulated in this beautiful game with its fantastic voice acting. Come along with me while I explain to you why you should pick up this game, download it now, and make it a part of your daily routine to enjoy this wonderful and beautifully handcrafted game that comes in at the price of free. Sword of Convallaria's music was written and produced by none other than Hitoshi Sakamoto. His works are best known in Final Fantasy XII, Vagrant Story, and Final Fantasy Tactics. Each piece is masterfully crafted, creating a sense of immersion in the world of Sword of Convallaria that is almost unparalleled in any other mobile game. As we move forward, I will continue to play Hitoshi Sakamoto's legendary artwork as I cover the reasons that you will love this game. Like I said before, Sword of Convallaria is a tactical grid-based battle system. As you can see, the terrain can be affected, the items which are on the terrain can be affected, and the enemies in which you face will be many and diverse. And the effects that you can have on all of them will easily be tipped and changed based on who you bring to the battle. Objectives will vary based on circumstance, whether it be to capture an object, destroy an object, or simply eliminating a team. You'll be able to select your characters and how they progress through the match, and how they'll affect the environment around them. There are three ways to enjoy Sword of Convallaria, primarily. First of which we're going to discuss is Spiral of Destinies on the right. This is where you're going to enjoy your single-player gameplay and story. You're going to make choices that deeply impact the story and how it progresses and plays out. You'll be able to go back and traverse those different choices and see all the different outcomes in which they play and enjoy the game in its fullest measure in that way. The units or characters that you recruit and gain in this portion of the game will be unique to this portion of the game and will not carry over to the rest of the game, which is considered multiplayer or online based. This is also the portion of the game with the most cutscenes and the most heavily voice acted. The rest of the game is online though, and the first portion of that will be the Fool's Journey. This is the area where you will progress through story in what is known as Elysium, fighting against the chaos. You'll be able to take on different challenges and different levels and meet different standards and needs to receive different rewards in the game. This will all help you progress as you gain Hope Luxite, which is utilized to gain more characters, currency, and equipment to further your mercenary party and their capabilities. And last on the left is Crossing Worlds. This is where you can achieve all your daily quests and needs to grind out different equipment, materials, and resources to make your characters stronger as you progress through the journeys required within the Elysium. If that's not enough for you and you're still wanting more, you can always go back to your Elysium home where you can be free to decorate and rearrange your home as you see fit for a nice little extra layer of gameplay. And even yet, there's more. You can always click the events tab and see what's new and what's going on in the world of Convallaria, where there's never a shortage of events for you to partake in and rewards for you to benefit from. As I mentioned earlier, in Elysium, your characters are separate than what they are in Spiral Destiny. Your characters here are many. You can get a great many of characters by which you might want to utilize any way possible that you deem fit. Now, I have to argue here, this is where Sword of Convallaria is most fantastic, because even units with a low or poor value still hold a tremendous amount of power and utility in the game. Units that don't necessarily seem very strong or are not legendary still have purpose in the game and can help you clear content just fine. It's a fantastic and free-to-play game for that reason. Those characters you can go on to level up and progress as you see fit. Each character has a level progression system and ranks at which you can choose, and each rank you'll be able to choose an ability to help benefit that character in battle. You'll also be able to utilize a resource called Convallaria to unlock both skills or all skills if you deem fit. Bear in mind, Convallaria are rare. And then once skills are unlocked, you can select how they're utilized on your character, as well as their equipment, weapon, a trinket, and what's called a Terra Whisper, which each have different effects. When you get far enough in the game, you'll even be able to enhance your equipment with an augment system that is known as resonance, that create lots of different effects for your equipment to help you defeat the various foes you face in the game. It should be noted that each character also has a unique trait that makes them different from any other character. They also belong to certain categories, which create special synergies between characters, allowing them to find different combos and ways to affect the game when working together. They also have a bond system where you can level up their bond and affection, which creates a attribute buff as well as a deep and impactful understanding of their story once you complete certain objectives. At this point, I'm sure you're asking, well, Soul, how do you get those characters? Don't worry, I'll explain. Let's take a look at it. That's right, you saw correct. Sword of Convallaria is a gacha game. It uses a tarot card system to which you will pull a random character or 10 characters at a time. Now, in my opinion, this game is incredibly free-to-play friendly because units that aren't legendary, as I said earlier, still hold a lot of purpose. But above that, I've played many gacha games, and this game in particular has a higher drop rate than any other gacha game I've played, from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius all the way over to Genshin Impact. My average drop rate is between 2 to 3%, but never below 2%, whereas my average legendary drop rate on other games is roughly 1% below or just above, but 1% consistently. Sword of Convallaria has two different ways for you to enjoy PvP. First of which is Clash, where you can set up your defenses and prepare for your enemy to attack you at any given point and try to safeguard your points of interest. The other way is for you to issue challenges to other players, join the Sword of Convallaria communities and discords, and join in different various events, including tournaments and the like. It is an immersive and fantastic system that is yet to be fully exploited by Sword of Convallaria, but still is fun nonetheless. Sword of Convallaria is a masterpiece. It's a fantastic video game with wonderful art and attention to detail that was obviously handcrafted and made with love. This game has filled a hole in my heart and helped me stem a longing for a great tactical RPG that has not been fulfilled since the likes of Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre. Sword of Convallaria, in my opinion, deserves your attention. If you're interested in tactical RPGs and you're willing to try it, please consider picking up this free game. Give it a try, grind it out, and let me know what you think. Drop down in the comments and let's talk about it. After all, this game was endorsed and supported by Matsuna himself. the grandfather of tactics games. This beautiful soundtrack to listen to, wonderful animations, and deep, alluring stories. What's there not to gain? What is there not to appreciate? I digress. Give it a consideration, take a look at it, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Drop me a like and a subscribe if you feel inclined. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters. You make everything I do possible. I really appreciate you. If you are interested in the game, there is a link down below for you to download it and enjoy. And be sure to check out my Discord and/or Patreon while you're at it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're considering playing. Take it easy. In whatever game you're playing, good luck in all of your adventures. See you next time.